Let's get to our final two guests. It's a Spurs and a Liverpool fan now, because Spurs, of course, ended the game with 9 men as they lost their heads slightly in this game tonight. Oh, dear. OK, so Banks is the Spurs fan who's rubbing his head.
Banksy, what's happening, mate?
And Lewis is the Liverpool fan. Good to see you both. We've got to start with you, Banks. I mean, what happened to your team tonight?
What happened is you saw us progressively get better the less people we had on the field. And it's just really stupid that as soon as Frank's tactics go out the window, our individual players start playing quite decently. I'm not saying we deserve to win, and I'm not here to talk about the referee performance because we all have eyes. We just seem to be a better team when Frank's not in control.
Hang on, you said, well, yeah, go pick up on the referee.
What are you saying there, Banksy? I need to know what you're saying there.
What I'm saying is that I feel like the more tactical control that Frank has on the game, sort of the worse we become. We seem to thrive off situations where balls are in the air, you know, we're going up against it, we're against the wall. It's sort of like the players take it into their own hands. So I feel like once we went down to 10, once we went down to 9, Frank's tactics went out the window. We started to look quite decent.
Whoa, that's quite scathing on Thomas Frank, I think.
Look,
I've got to bring you in, though, Lewis, as a Liverpool fan. Wasn't a comfortable performance against 10 men, nor 9 it sometimes.
No, do you know what? It got worse and worse. But it was a jeopardy. As soon as we had something to lose, I was just getting the Leeds match over again. I was starting to feel a bit panicky. But to be fair, they only decided they wanted to play in maybe the last 15 minutes. If they would have started like that, who knows what would have happened. But you can't just park the bus for 75 minutes at home and then try and stoke us in the last 15 minutes and think you're going to get a result.
Lewis, obviously Isak scored today, but then he's gone off. It looks like a bit of a serious injury. I mean, it was a great finish. And to be fair, Ekitike, Wirtz, and then obviously Isak to finish off. It was a good link-up play between the three. But then obviously he's gone off with an injury now. I mean, how unfortunate is that?
I'm gutted for him because obviously Ekitike has been gathering momentum and everyone's like, oh, but Isak's supposed to... And then he done his job. He came... It was a great goal. Obviously, they gave the ball away by the interplay. Wirtz has got him in for his first Premier League assist. Isak slapped it. They've come with a late tackle. Obviously, Van der Ven's trying to stop the goal, so it is what it is. And then he's injured. So hopefully it's not keeps him out for too long because it feels like every time he just starts to get rolling, something happens against him.
Yeah, I want to bring you back in, Banks, because we discussed it. Xavi Simons, I mean, did you think that was unfortunate for him to see red for that?
It's not unfortunate. We all have eyes. It's, the referee certainly had a performance, but that was something that, we could all see. It's not something that I can argue.
What, really? Do you think it was a red card? Sorry, Banksy.
No, not at all. No, sorry. I do think it was a red card. I just also think that it's sort of, the atmosphere of the game. I've seen that challenge. I've seen yellows given for that challenge. It is inconsistent, but at the same time, we all have eyes. It's a red card at the end of the day.
I mean, listen, I know the rules, and by the letter of the law, that's the reason why he's been given a red. I do not think for 1 minute that Xavi Simons is going to try and injure his captain for the Netherlands. I do not think that. But my problem is with Romero. Romero is an experienced defender. Okay, he's lost his head. He's kicked out at Konate. And I'm like, what are you doing? Because that's going to cost Tottenham. He's one of the best defenders in the Premier League. There's no doubt about that. When he's on form, he's one of the best defenders. Now he's going to be out, and he could face further charges as well because it was, he's kicked out. He's kicked out. I don't know if he got a straight red or a yellow card, but he might face further charges.
So Thomas Frank not happy at all because of those 2 incidents as well. Let's talk about them, actually. So Simon saw red. We were in the Premier League Live studio watching this one. What did you think when he was sent off? Was it the right decision?
Yeah. A red card, yeah. And VAR will only get involved if they think there's a big mistake. And they thought it was a big mistake. He's right. The referee said yellow from here, but we probably all thought yellow from here. It's only when you see it in slow motion. I mean, he's so reckless. He is nowhere near the ball at all. There is intent there. It catches him high on the back. That is a dangerous tackle. No way he's going for the ball there. That's a bad one. That deserves a red.
I totally disagree with Thomas Tuchel seeing that one. He might have a bit of a grievance with the penalty that he didn't get, or the goal that was scored where he thought he got 2 hands on it. That is reckless. And Virgil, again, just like we saw with Anthony Gordon, very lucky to not have a serious injury there. That is why he's been sent off. I can understand the pressure he's under with the results and that, but don't call that like it's not a sending off. That is a bang-on sending off.
I would hope he would go into his dressing room and actually call him out and say, you've let the team down.
That's exactly what he's done. Yeah.
Tottenham could have got a result there. They weren't out the game at all. I mean, it was 0-0 at that point.
Well,
yeah.
I hope he's just doing that for the cameras. I hope he's actually going. And in fact, both red cards today, both stupid.
Absolutely.
You're under pressure. What you go down to 9 men for when it's like it's not like it was a last minute, bring someone down and save the result. These were pathetic, wrong decisions, bad decisions that get your team in trouble.
And
Well, we saw that Isak obviously put Liverpool ahead, but then Ekitike scored the second goal, and Frank also had an issue with this. Does he have a point here?
You know something? When you look at this one, again, it's one that could be given, but it's also sometimes you don't get it. Well, I think what happens is when that loops up, he gets up early and his arms up. And I think that what's happened is that Romero's felt the arms on his back and he's kind of arched himself forward because I don't think there's an actual push there because I feel that Ekitike with the header is actually on the way down. So you see it here. I don't think that's a push. That's his hands just on him, just leaning on. It's not pushed him for me. And so he's headed the ball when the ball is when he's on the way down there. So I don't think that Romero's covered himself in glory there. And the reason why he's gone down like he has is because he's been beaten like that. And he did get the jump on him. And it's an excuse.
Yeah.
8th Premier League goal for Ekitike.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
He's a good player. I mean, he's one of a few Liverpool signings that are can really hold their head up high at the moment. Scored 5 in the last 3 games. About him jumping early. You have to do that. Otherwise, defenders will win the day all the time.
It's very nice and it's a difficult stadium to go to. It's a good team to play against, and we need wins to let the league table look a bit better for us. And eventually, that's what we did, winning over here.
Difficult game, but we had the control. That was a bit difficult in the last part of the second half. Of course, they pushed and they scored. But yeah, we kept the result, and we go back in Liverpool with the win. That's the most important.
First and foremost, I'm extremely proud of the players, extremely proud of the team. I think they gave everything, showed unbelievable mentality. The players and the team responded today through several setbacks was immense. The first one is the first red, which I think is I've seen it given before, but I don't like. I don't think it's a reckless tackle. I don't think it's exceptional force. And then the second one, goal is the big mistake. 2 hands in the back from the striker. As far as I know, the law of football is not allowed to do that. And then I think the second yellow to Kuti, I think you have a little feel of the game. It's 2 big boys fighting.
Good control over the game. Both teams didn't create that much, and I think that's something, except from the second half against Brighton, we saw a lot lately. Another time a win. I think now 6 times unbeaten, 4 wins, 2 draws. That comes a bit closer to what we expect from us. And we are definitely not perfect yet, but again, both of our number 9 scored. Alex another goal and Hugo another goal. So again, positives to take from this game.
The first one is the first red, which I think is I've seen it given before, but I don't like. I've said that before. Also, I don't like those type of red cards because I think the game is gone if that's a red card. Yeah, I don't think it's a reckless tackle. I don't think it's exceptional force. We have the referee call. That was a yellow. So that's why I don't think that is. But I've seen it given before. So that's the first setback. I think we dealt well with that. The players stayed in the game, defended well, kept going. Then we concede the first goal, and then the second one goal is the big mistake. For me, that's the biggest. It's a non-discussable mistake. 2 hands in the back from the striker. As far as I know, the law of football is not allowed to do that.
Liverpool held their nerve in a chaotic showdown to claim a crucial 2-1 victory over Tottenham, a match that spiraled into madness as Spurs were reduced to 9 men. Isak struck with authority before Ekitike delivered another composed finish, giving the Reds control in a game that never stopped boiling over. Tottenham showed fight despite the setbacks, but Liverpool's sharp edge in key moments made the difference. After the final whistle, the focus shifted to the fallout, with Roy Keane and Micah Richards dissecting the drama on MODD. From the controversial red cards to Liverpool's growing belief under Arne Slot, the pundits highlighted a performance that could define the Reds' season. It was a night of intensity, controversy, and statement football, the kind of win that can spark a serious push up the table.